We
All
go.
right. Good to see everybody. Happy Wednesday, hump day. Let's go. All right. All right. Well, we did not see any birthdays today. So, ladies and gentlemen, if it's your birthday, let us know. Let us know in the chats and in the comments. We'll put Kathy George is our person today to look for birthdays. Hey, Kathy, if you see any birthdays, let us know. All right. Decretion is the word for today. Decretion. Is that?
Discretion.
I'm sorry, discretion, not decretion. Discretion. Okay, discretion is the word for today. And so if you look at the definition of discretion, the ability to make wise, careful choices about what to say or do. So this word really stepped on my toes this morning. So as I looked at it and I dove into it, I'm like, discretion is something definitely wise people have. And it's something when I look at myself, I'm like, this is a needs improvement area for me. So I challenge you this morning as we go through it. Think about you, okay? Think about you. Think about where you stand in this discretion. It's knowing that just because you can say something doesn't mean you should. As soon as I came across that, I went, wow, man, two bruises already on the toes this morning. And so I dove into it a little bit more into like people in our time that we all deem is super intelligent people. They're good business savvy people. Here's what some of the things they said about discretion. They said it's the pause between what you feel and how you respond. Now, I was a coach, and I'll have to say that looking back now that I'm not on the sideline and I run across my good friends that were, well, let's just say they were officials. Alan Schultz is on here, he's an official. And sometimes I realize that my younger self, I I should have been careful on how I responded based off of how I felt. It's knowing when to speak, it's knowing when to listen, it's knowing what to share and what should remain private. Newsflash to all of us, we don't have to say everything. Imagine that. We don't have to tell everybody everything. Imagine that. We don't have to give all the goods away. We can keep it to ourselves. Discretion, it's not dishonesty or avoidance, it's wisdom in action. You know, I think about the person that sells you a car, a good car salesman is taking you out there and they're putting you in the car and they're letting you put your hands on that new steering wheel and they're talking about all the bells and whistles, but they're probably not diving into when you're going to need that oil change and how much oil changes cost today. They're probably not diving into how expensive tires have went up during inflation. They're probably not going into, and you go, well, is that dishonesty or are they just not simply feeling like they've got to share every detail with you, right? I think about coaching. What if we shared every detail? Would anybody ever play for us? Hey, listen, guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 2 days. Some of you is going to cry. It's going to be really tough on you. You're going to catch cramps. By the way, you're going to catch a lot of cramps and it's going to be super hot. And you're going to have pads on and a helmet. And we're like, why does nobody want to play for me? Well, you got into the weeds, coach. So it's not dishonesty or avoidance, it's just wisdom in action. Like strong leaders don't repeat everything they hear, They don't react to every emotion or offer their opinion on everything. This is where it really got me this morning. The older I get, I have to really watch myself from being that guy that's got an opinion for everything. I hope you hear me this morning. I think you got to self-reflect here. Are you someone that has an opinion for everything? I know I do. The question is, am I leaking it out to everybody? So that when I walk in the room, they're like, oh my goodness, here he comes. Boy, this guy's the smartest guy. Just let him tell you. He knows how to do everything. He knows how to run a company. He knows how to build a sales team better than anybody. Like he has an opinion for everything and how you should do it. Does anybody's name? Don't please don't put it in the comments, right? At the end of the day, we got to consider the impact of our words. Opinions as I get older are something that I have to really, really, and this was a one that stepped on my toes this morning. I got to watch because I can get real opinionated today. And I can tell somebody what they should do and how they should do it. And let me tell you what you need to do. And what's that person? Am I pulling them to me or am I pushing them away from me with my opinions? People of wisdom say you push people away from you by giving too many of your opinions out. So it's okay if they ask for it. Got to be careful when they don't. Andrew, I'll turn it to you. Discretion. Great word.
Wasn't this a good one?
Yeah,
And
a good one.
so all I can think about, and I'm gonna mess up this quote, but I was reading just a nonsense book the other day, and it said something along the lines of like pretty much we didn't know you were an idiot, but you opened your mouth and confirmed it, right? So like that's probably not the nicest way to say it. But the quotes that I found that and that to me made me think of discretion, right? I can sit there silently and nobody knows all the things I don't know. Or I can open my mouth and I can share my ignorance, right? So that's what this kind of made me think of. But the quotes that I found, two of them. First of all, there's a time to keep silence and a time to speak. And then even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise. And that's Proverbs. So that says it a little bit better, but I think it's saying about the same thing. But maturity is really knowing when we have something valuable to say, but we know when to say it, right? So it's not just that we have something wise to say, because we all have wisdom to share. But just like Coach said, sometimes it's not the place, right? Sometimes the person isn't receptive. Sometimes they're just going to want to kick me in the shins. And if I don't want my shins kicked, I've got to learn to have a little bit of discretion. And you know what has no discretion? My face. My face gets me in more trouble because I will think something hard enough that it shows up here and I'm like, man, I kept my mouth shut, but my face didn't, it was not very discreet. So we've got to recognize the right time, the right place, the right tone, and the right person with whom we should share our opinion with. So the what I looked into is okay, how can we have a little bit more discretion? What are some things that we can do if we tend to be a blurter, if we tend to express our opinion maybe more than we should? Well, we can ask ourselves some questions. So, first of all, what I'm about to share, is it actually true? Do I know this? Did I verify it? Like, did I put it through the filter of reality, or is it just going through the filter of my colored glasses? Because we have so many beliefs inside of us that we know, right? We know it with a capital K. But in reality, we've never validated that. It's just part of our belief system that maybe is not actually reality. Number two is this actually necessary? If this comes out of my mouth, I can think of so many examples of things that have come out of my mouth that were my toes hurt too, coach, that were completely unnecessary. And it might have created conflict or hurt feelings or whatever it may be. and it didn't move the needle in any way. I didn't help that relationship. I didn't make that person better. I didn't make myself any better. I just shared words that were completely unnecessary. So if we can pause and ask that first. Number three is it actually helpful? If I put this little tip out there, is it actually helpful for that person? Or am I just wanting to hear myself talk, right? Is it actually helpful? How about this one? Number four is it mine to share? Am I sharing somebody else's business that really I shouldn't, right? And sometimes we do, right? We're so excited that we're in the know and we're like, hey, guess what? Right? Or maybe we think this could be a life lesson, or maybe we're worried. I don't know. But we can sometimes share somebody else's truth that's not ours to go pass on to the world. So ask ourselves that, is this mine? And then the last thing we want to ask ourselves is, and this is really twofold, is it the right time? Right? Is the person I'm talking to, are they stressed out or hungry or tired or whatever? And my whatever is coming out of my mouth, it's the wrong time. It's gonna fall on deaf ears. And is it the right audience? Is the person the one that needs to hear it? Maybe I just need to hear it in the mirror, right? Maybe I just need to hear it out loud, or maybe it's for somebody else's ears. But if I can ask those questions before I share it, well, then I can have a lot more discretion. So our words absolutely reveal what we know, right? We know that when I share what I know, well, my words are going to reveal it. But if I practice discretion, I will actually reveal some wisdom. So that's what I had this morning. I thought this was a really good word. I had to look it up. I will admit it. I had to look it up, learn a little bit about it, but I thought it was a great lesson.
It was a great one. Great one for a Wednesday, guys. We love you. We're grateful for you. Have a great Wednesday out there. We'll see you back tomorrow.
Love you guys.
Great
Have a
word.
beautiful day.
It is a great
Great
word,
day,
everyone.
everybody.
Great
See
word.
everyone. Have a
Thanks.
great
Have a
day.
great
Love
day.
you,
Have a
Laura.
good
It is a great
day.
word.